Alright guys, welcome back to a new video in which we're gonna build this beautiful asset table that MetaMask provides us when checking our portfolio. It's gonna look as stylish as this one, and with just a few lines of code using Moralis, we will build this table. Actually, MetaMask itself is using Moralis, and if you want to take your dapps to the next level, make sure you do the same and sign up for the pro account right now to take your dapps to the next level. Now we're gonna build this table and it's gonna have the same functionality and it will look as beautiful as this does. We're gonna have the portfolio percentage coverage, the current price of our tokens, and also the balance and the amount. So let me demonstrate how this will work. We have this beautiful connect button right here. Click that and we pop up MetaMask to sign this message. Once we do that, you can see that the table is popping up and look how good it looks. We're gonna build this with just a few lines of code, as I said, and we're gonna only do the table. If you want to have a video where we cover all this that you can see right here, from the side menu to this top navigation part and also this table, obviously, make sure you smash the comment section below and let me know that you want to see that longer form video creating all of this. Besides that, make sure you hit the like button and I will see you on the other side. Hey, I'm Joseph, your Web3 instructor from Sweden. I've been into crypto since 2017 and have been building in the space since 2021. In my free time, I enjoy playing paddle, going to the gym, or hanging out with my dog. I always try to enjoy some good pancakes, but that's for another time. Now let's get back to the video. Alright, so in Visual Studio Code within the project, we have a backend and the Next.js Moralis auth folder, which is the front end. As always, let's start with the backend. It's gonna be an Express server, so make sure we install that. We're gonna need .env and course as well, and also Moralis because we're gonna use the API to get the data. Now, we're also gonna need the API key. So as I mentioned in the intro, make sure you sign up to Moralis, and using the pro account will take your dapps to the next level. Once you've signed up, make sure you log in and go to your admin dashboard. Inside Web3 APIs, you will find your API key right here. Then we can paste it inside the env file so we can use it as a variable inside index.js. We're gonna fire up this Express server on port 5001 and we're gonna initialize Moralis using the start function right here, passing along the API key and start listening to our server. Now we have two requests that we're doing to Moralis API, but both are within the /get_tokens endpoint. So once our frontend client does a request to this endpoint right here, we're gonna first do a request to the get wallet token balances, passing along the address that is connected and the chain ID for Ethereum. So we will get the tokens that this wallet currently holds, and we can use Moralis to do that easily. So we have those in the response variable and we're gonna loop through it one by one, as many tokens as we have, because we want to get some more data for each token. We want to get the current price of each and every token. So we're gonna create a new array right here and we're gonna push the wallet balance in there. We're gonna calculate the balance of that token in our wallet and format it so it looks beautiful and we can display it easily in the front end. And we're also gonna push the current USD price for that specific token. Then we're also gonna have the last variable right here, which we also will push to the array down here. And this variable holds the total value in USD for our wallet address. And once that's pushed into this array, we're gonna send the response back to our front-end client. And let's go and take a look how we're using that in here. And this is a Next.js application, and within the sign-in.jsx, we render the connect button along with the header. So once you click that button, we're gonna pop up MetaMask with a sign-in message that you can sign. And then once you are connected, we're gonna render this user.jsx page, which has the sign out button, but it also renders the logged in component. So let's take a look at that. Within the components folder, we have that logged in component, and that contains two other components. Let's start with table header, and to make it easy, I'm gonna put this side by side with the browser like so, and we can see that this table header is this section right here. So from the assets title to the list view drop down and to these different tabs you can choose between. And that's what we're rendering right here. With just like 40 to 45 lines of code, we can create this section right here. Now I have some styling. I'm not gonna deep dive into the styling because we're gonna focus on making this look as it does using those classes from here. but also adding the Web3 functionality. But I will link the repo to this project in the description below. So if you want to dive deeper into the styling or other parts of this application, make sure you go to that link. It's gonna be in the description below. So the second component that we render in here is the table content. So let's go into that one, and we can see that we have this title section right here, which is the token, the portfolio, the price, and the balance as well. And then we render this get wallet tokens component. Inside this component, we do a few things, but even here, it's not more than 40 lines of code. So you can see how using Moralis keeps your dapps very clean and very short. And that helps you cut down development time with quite a lot. So what we're doing here is that we're gonna use user account provided by WagMe to extract the address that's connected. And we want to use that one when we do the request to our server on port 5001/get tokens. And we're gonna use Axios to do that request. Now this will get us the tokens that this wallet holds, but also the prices and all the other calculation we did in the backend server. And we're gonna store that in the response variable. And then we're gonna save the response.data inside this state variable we create right here. So far, so good. If you have any questions, make sure you post them in the comment section below. Otherwise, let's just continue. And we can see that we're rendering the last component, which is the card component. But we want to check first if we have USD price in there, and then we're rendering this. We're gonna pass along some props. So let's jump into the card component right here to take a look what's happening in here. So we're getting these props right here, okay? And then we're basically rendering everything from these props that were sent to the card component. And that's basically all of this data that you can see right here. We have the first section, which is title and data, which is this part right here. And we have the image and then the symbol and the name. So the first element here is the thumbnail. So you can see we have an image component or element, and we're rendering the thumbnail. Then we have the name and symbol section, which we have the token symbol right here, and then the token name. The second section is this portfolio section right here. You can see the values from here taken out from the array that we sent from the backend to the client. And we're just adding some formatting and multiply by 100 to get the percentage of each and every token. Then we have the price section. So we already calculated this in the backend server, so we can just format it beautifully. You can see that Shiba is 0.00. That's because I've added 2 decimals. Because otherwise it will be really long, because the price of Shiba Inu currently is 0.0000 something. And the last part is the balance. So we want to show the value in bucks for the amount of tokens that we have, and we also want to display the amounts as well. So that's what we're doing right here, and with some easy calculations we can display both those values. And this for me is pretty clean. Again, this file doesn't contain more than 40 lines of code, guys. Imagine how simple this is to create a beautiful and simple dapp like this using Moralis. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I will link everything in the description below. But again, if you want to see this longer detailed video format of creating this whole page right here from the side menu to the table, make sure you hit the comment section and let me know. Just type, yes, I want to see how to create this MetaMask portfolio in detail, and I will create that for you. Until then, guys, I hope you will have a great day.